I like that. There's no cooperation with you today, is there? Fine. What was I just gonna do? Oh my gosh. That's what it's like loving you. Whew. No. Get out of the video, please.
Yeah.
Aiden, go on.
Seriously?
When I just asked you to walk away from it, you're not listening. Because you don't listen? Selective hearing? Is it just a man thing? I sound like a hater. How's my one lonely person in my life? Shit. You did catch me live. Welcome to the show. My phone glitched out yesterday like 4 million times, so I don't know. People aren't getting notifications. It doesn't really matter to me. I want to do some weekend energy, but whatever. What's up with you? How are you today? Right there. Sit down. Hi, Susie Q. That's good, and it's Friday too, so that's always a plus. What sign should we start with? I don't want my stupid phone to cut out again like I did yesterday. Aries. This is the weekend energy for the sign of Aries. Well, putting some time in something. 7 of chalice or 7 of pentacles. So you guys are like waiting for something that you put a lot of time into, or you're trying to figure out. I think you guys might be arguing with somebody too. So the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords in reverse. So if you're dealing with the air sign, I think that some of you guys are just like seeing things for what they are, you know. For whatever reason, if you let things go, you know, maybe you just didn't want to see something. You're kind of seeing things now and you're like totally open and raw about it. And like you're releasing yourself from all those mental thoughts that you have over and over in your head. And I think that For you, this involves kind of some fast-paced energy to like whatever you're passionate about, like, you know, kind of this free energy. I think that there might be some conflicts at the home front for some of you, because you can see that this guy's on the horse and then there's a girl on the ground. You know, she's drawing up her bow like she's ready to shoot his ass. And he's like getting on his little horse and he's dipping out. You don't want to fight with them. You'd rather like walk away for right now, because you wouldn't do something that like you want to do. That's fun, because there's just too much drama right now. You don't really want to deal with it. So for the other person, I think they're just really, sometimes they get, they're smothering, insecure. There could be some addictions that they're dealing with, but overall, they're just someone that's really needy and like always on top of you, and you just like, you need a break. You want to break because it's just too much. And it's like I mean, you're attached to this person, you care about them, but right now they're just too much and you need a break, and you don't really want to fight about it. You'd rather just kind of like do your own thing and then we'll talk about it later type shit. Like, I'll be back, bitch. What brings you together is maybe there were some arguments. I think that someone's energy right now is like, you don't want to say what you really are thinking because you're going to hurt some feelings. And like, it's you almost like out of control. And I think that you just don't want to unleash that right now, because you know that this person's put a lot of time in, you put a lot of time into this. And it's like you guys realize that this is a situation that, you know, you just is growing, you know, you want to do something new, and you're trying to figure out what that is. If it's with another chick or not, that's kind of up to you, because the Empress is also known as the mistress, and she's definitely a mistress. So I don't know. It could be one of two things. You know what I mean? It could be just you guys figuring out who your Empress is, or maybe not really wanting to pick a fight, you know, because this is overall a good situation for you. As I dropped one on the floor. You don't want to be this person that's like all over the place and in and out of someone's lives, even though I think that some of you guys do want to have a new beginning somewhere else, or just kind of have new energy, whatever that means to you. Leo, this weekend energy for sign of Leo, for them, their person, and then kind of what brings them together. Little midget cards. Damn, okay. What do y'all got going on, Leo? Knight of Pentacles. Maybe going in a new direction, maybe figuring out, like, you know, there is a sense of direction here, but I feel like you're not really afraid of it anymore. In the past, you were afraid of it because there was something about it that scared you. I think that Leo, or you or this other person, wants to like try something that you want to do. Like, this is a new job. This is like a new desire, maybe for whether it's this situation or whatever. But it's like you guys are kind of like figuring out, well, I think I'm going to go over here, you know, because there's a little bit too much of living in the past with the current situation, or there was, or maybe there's someone from your past that you want to go back to. Maybe there's someone from your past you want to sleep with. That's y'all business. How the other person that you're dealing with is feeling is that they have really strong feelings for you. You guys probably have a, you know, pretty decent connection type of thing. Whether if it's just sex or whatever, but someone's having some good memories, I think. Damn. You have a connection with somebody like there isn't another one like this ever anywhere else. And you can't get to them. Or they think about you. They're stuck in something right now that they're needing to take care of. They feel like they're stuck. There's something that they need to learn. There's something that you need to learn in order for it to move forward. And it has something to do with whatever addictions that they have or you have. Releasing yourself from that, because I think that's the only way that this is going to be able to move forward. It's just really slow moving. What brings you together is Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're dealing with somebody themselves, someone who is pretty mentally, well, check out the big black beast behind her. You tell me. Someone who manipulates you, someone who's very manipulative, period. Someone who's manipulated your life for a long time, or theirs, self-centered, dependent on you. It's almost like it's on purpose how to keep you around, because they don't want you to go on to everyone else. And I think that because you're taking so long, or whatever the case may be, you're moving towards someone that you want to be towards, but it's going to like require you leaving someone behind. And you know that. Like, you know who you want. You know what you want to do. You just feel like things are like, you or this other person doesn't know what the other one's doing. You know, like, I think you're like worried like someone else is doing somebody else, or like what the fuck they're actually doing, because there hasn't been any action taken on this. But I feel like this soulmate energy stands, you know? Sagittarius. How Sagittarius feels, how this other person feels, and bring them together. What they need to know. You haven't had closure in a cycle. Someone that you're married to, some kind of financial failure at work, trying to find stability, trying to figure out stability. It's not that you're really pushing people away, because I don't think that you're doing that, but you're just like, you need to have faith, because you guys are kind of being defensive still to other people, even though you don't want to be like all alone in your room anymore, which is an improvement, you know? These little mini cards. They need to know. So some of you guys are getting out of a situation that was directly linked to Lucifer himself. So I think, excuse me, Aaliyah, do you need to get out of my room? Because I think so.
Hey, where's my light?
I don't know.
You're kidding me.
So,
Mama?
I didn't take it. Go. I think that Go in the other room, please, until I'm done, because you're really starting to irritate me. Go ask Aaliyah where it is.
Aaliyah, where is my money?
Shh, go on. 10 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse. So you're dealing with a breakup. You're dealing with a family situation. You're dealing with arguing. You're arguing with somebody, Sag. You're arguing with your soulmate. Some of you guys needed to break up with your soulmate because this other person you're dealing with probably needed to get a divorce. This other person, their energy's upside down, or they're dealing with someone who's upside down. Either way, there's some pretty evil ass words or whatever being someone who probably was evil. They caused you like they fucked with your stability, and it was on purpose, or whatever the case may be. And I don't know if this is something that just happened, because it doesn't really say like they stole something from you, but at the same time, this other person, maybe they're dealing with it. Or maybe when they were unstable is when they didn't have any sense of direction, and they were kind of like all over the place. So what brings you together is the fact that you guys can both get out of my room. Obviously, you don't know how to act. You want to find love. And you're going to find love. You know that you need to leave some things behind. There's somebody in your life that you know betrayed you. They want to make things right with you. They've kind of had clarity about it. You've had clarity. But it's like this is something that is always in and out of your life. Something that starts and stops, you know. Someone was really naive in the past. Someone was taken advantage of. And it's like causing you to like think twice before you do anything. Like you're not really making a move now because you've already done this and this person like fucked you over, you know. But you've learned because you're walking away from something that was abusive, whether or not it was physical. I think that it was just a toxic situation, you know. Someone who could never really make a decision. Someone who might have missed an opportunity with you because of this. Someone who refused to learn something that they needed to learn. They wanted to do things on their own. And some of you guys are dealing with, you know, some of you guys are dealing with an air sign. Some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign. But both of them were pretty fucked up people. Let's just put it that way. And you've seen the error of this. You know the truth about this. And you're not fighting for it anymore. You're giving up. And you're ready to just walk away because these people have stayed in this energy of being all over the place, you know, about themselves. And they don't want to learn. They don't want to change. So bye. You know, like, why would I continue to put my time and effort into this? Especially when they're not even letting anything end that needs to end, you know? They're not doing what they need to do, besides probably sleeping with people. Being fucking stubborn and set in their ways. Or maybe this is about you finally, you know, standing in this emperor power, drawing your sword and cutting shit off. Like, you're done. You found your strength. You know what it is that you want. And you're ready. It's go time. Y'all are surrounded by some pretty fucked up ass people, Sag, so I wouldn't choose any of these people. Keep up the right boundaries in your life. Don't choose these people that are trying to come into your life right now. They're all really, really low vibrational fuckboys, just saying. But I think that you've learned, and this is kind of a test from the universe to see if you learned or not. Sign. Oh shit. What sign should we do next? So we're done with fire signs. Knight of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think that there's a transformation for some of the water signs, or maybe it's just getting rid of this toxic energy, whether it's like another person in your life, or you are to kind of like stand in this full power of being like, you know, you're gonna make shit happen one way or the other. You guys, Scorpio, you guys were dealing with somebody, let's just put it this way, pretty much what they can get out of whatever situation. They were kind of like, they're doing things for their pleasure pretty much. And I think it was fun, but pretty much not really about much else besides sex. And they always took advantage of the fact that you know, would kind of fall for their shit, you know, because they're manipulative. They knew that no matter what they did, you know, took them back, kind of naive a little bit. This person kind of always had another person type shit. Probably was one of those people that likes to have a threesome. In and out of your life, always leaving the door open. There's nothing. You block them, whether it's energetically or whether it's real life. You're not doing this anymore. And because you've had clarity about this, and in order to balance yourself out, you need to get rid of this fuckbag. And they need to fucking learn their lesson. Anyways, so Scorpio, how you feel is the Queen of Wands. You are figuring out what you want. You kind of like took a step back. You're standing on these stairs. You're like, I know what I want. I'm going to get it because I've conquered myself. I've conquered my demons. And I'm going to do it by myself. Fuck y'all. No matter what's going on, because there's some snakes. There's all type of wild shit going on here. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to do this on my own then. Since y'all don't seem to fucking get your shit together, then it's solo time, you know? And she don't even care. And she's ready for whatever fight that's here. Like, she's ready to go. She don't care no more. She makes shit happen one way or the other. How the other... Some kind of delays. I think that they're laying a burden down in their life, however. Because I think that they know that you reject them because it's something that never really got off the ground. There were so many delays. Somebody just laid this shit down. They're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. Like, I'm fucking burnt out with the same shit over and over, you know? What brings you together is there isn't any action being taken on this. Someone's listening to their intuition. Someone is aware of all the shit that's going on around them, and someone definitely knows that they need to work on themselves. Someone knows that they're stuck in something right now because they're keeping themselves there in a way because they're refusing to change anything about them. Like, things are pretty out of control in their life because they're refusing to work on themselves. And we're listening to our intuition when we're being told not to make any moves, to pay attention and not move towards them, to see what they're really about, right? So if we were to see what you're really about, it's about controlling yourself, controlling, you know, how you normally react. We're really balancing ourselves out, which is good for us because by now somebody would have snapped back. Somebody would have hit something. Like, there would have been some anger. Just like we're sick of being stuck in the same energy. We're done. Cancer, you, the other person, what brings you together, what you need to know. Oh. Slippery little suckers. I feel like you're trying to make a decision if you want to get back together with somebody. And you're not really decided yet. I think that you want to make a decision. Because someone did learn something that they needed to learn. I think that this is kind of finally starting to move. You want to have a conversation. You've had clarity. They've had clarity. Someone's still really struggling and overwhelmed. Someone still can't commit to anything. And it's like there's a relationship that's been sitting here or will be offered, you know, but you're just like, do I stay or do I go? Some of you guys are going to be walking away from this because you're tired of having to defend yourself. You're tired of doing shit on your own when you want a relationship, when you want love. So it's like deuces, motherfucker. Some of you guys are going to be staying. You're not decided on what you want to do. Some of you guys are just sick of their immature ass energy of how they communicate anyway. Like, bye, you know? This isn't something I haven't heard before. But I think that it's like you guys have been in this negativity, this sadness, this depression. You're tired of it. You don't want to be like this. You want to be happy. You know, like, what the fuck, man? This has been something that's been delayed for so long. And you've been sitting here waiting, like, forever. Okay? And now it's time to just make that call. You know, figure it out. You're going to be having clarity. You're going to... one way or the other, it's like you know what you want to do. Before, you didn't really want to make a decision. Before, maybe you made the wrong decision. You're done with that because you're going to do something that makes you happy. If they're not going to make the decision, then you are. How the other person feels is that you're hiding something, that you're lying to them, you're not telling them the truth. A little too skeptical for someone where you can't really trust the fucking word they have to say, but they accuse you of lying. What brings you together is the fact that you're going to find love. You are stable. You might be holding on to something. You're just kind of sitting here in this energy, like you're not really opening up to anyone. You're on a quest. Like you want love. You're going to find love. That's all you want. That's what you're interested in. If they're not going to fucking give it to you, somebody else will, because you guys know how to do that. You know what it is that you want. You're stable enough to handle a relationship. You're stable enough to handle love. And you've made that decision for yourself. Like, listen, bro, if you want to sit here and not talk about shit and still be the same lying asshole, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to go get what I want because I'm tired of this. In and out of my life, all over the place. I mean, you've had clarity for once about what it is that you want to do. You guys are under, that's over. You're not doing that no more. Nor are you putting up with people and doing the same shit in your life. Trying to make a decision about things that never really ended well. Because like I said, the Empress is here. You're like, you have a new outlook on your life, on what you can do. And it's to the point now where you're making it happen. You're kind of sitting in the power where you can decline a few offers and they know that. So what do you want to do? You know? Some of you guys are going to be declining whatever offer they have to say because they're still a fucking dick at the end of the day. And you want to end this cycle. You're ready to, you've learned. You're done with this shit. Pisces, weekend energy. How they feel, how the other person feels, that brings them together, what they need to know. I'm not ignoring you guys. I just have to do things a certain way because I can't keep up with comments and like keep my train of thought at the same. Someone's going to be getting a promotion. Shit. Or maybe you want some attention, Pisces, or you're finally noticing somebody, something along that line. But I think that someone's going to be getting a promotion at their job. But you're kind of staying stuck in a cycle still, aren't you? All right. There hasn't been any closure with a situation in your life, and I think that you're trying to balance things out. You're trying to make a decision. I think that some of you guys are definitely finding your strength to cut out the things in your life that just piss you the fuck off. Ooh, what's this other card? Knight of Wands, to do what you want to do. You're ready to cut someone's heads off, literally. You know what direction you want to go, and you know that it's going to have to take cutting somebody out of your life. You guys have kind of taken back power over your life, and there's been somebody pissing you guys off for a minute, standing in your way. How the other person feels, something about this situation she can't let go of. I think this person knows that you were going to leave them because the stuff that they're involved in, they're not planning on leaving anytime soon. And you are like, you have seen things for what they are, you know. This person doesn't want to lose you. This person doesn't want you to have any kind of attention. They don't want someone else to notice you, but they're not trying to like end their bullshit at all. So someone's kind of always carrying this burden around, you know. I think you're tired of it, but you're really not doing shit about it. You're just working a lot, stressing out about money, overthinking, blaming yourself for something. Maybe for even getting involved with someone who you knew was involved with someone else, you probably weren't going to leave them. But a part of you was kind of codependent on them, or still is, or vice versa. And it's like you just now realized what you were dealing with completely. And some of you guys are in a marriage. Some of you guys are dealing with someone or in a committed relationship already, and they're not going to be leaving them. So that puts an end to you. Like they would break up with you over versus this other person breaking up with who they're with, because that's who they want to be with. They were just in it for a good time. You know what I mean? So you need to figure out what you want to move forward into it then, because everybody else does. Motherfuckers never loved us, apparently. Shit. But you're not moving forward. You're still holding on to this. Take back control of this shit, Pisces. What the fuck? Somebody's pregnant, maybe. So you're holding on to them. I think you guys got caught in something. That's why you're not walking away. But you can't keep staying with people and trying to fix them when, you know, someone's not ready to be what you need them to be. And it's like you keep trying to help them and fix them. And because you want to be with them so bad, but it's like you can't. You need to forgive yourself for putting up with this shit as long as you did, and stop doing this stuff, because you're fucking killing yourself. And they're not ready. They're not ready. They're not going to be ready when you need them to be ready. I don't think they ever are going to be ready, but they lie to you and you believe them. And they're going to leave you. I'm sorry. Who's up? And there's Lucifer himself. Be careful what you're addicted to. I would also kind of be aware that somebody's dad is probably really toxic to them. And they cause a lot of your breakups, Pisces, on purpose. Because they're really mentally fucked. Because of their mother, your mother, somebody. I don't know what the problem is. Y'all are in some weird shit. You need to recover. You need to get some sleep so you can think correctly, because y'all have no clarity. And you need to, because you need to make a plan. You need to do something about this, because you're not. Because it's your dad, so it's not a big deal. All right. So I got the Ace of Swords. So we'll do air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What are the messages of sign of Aquarius for the person that they're with, the person that, how they feel, how this other person feels, what brings them together, and what they need to know. I have to plug my phone in. Apparently, we're draining like crazy for some reason. Y'all are booed up, huh, Aquarius? You can't get over somebody. I think that you want to take a new direction. There's like, you might have a water sign in your life that has another person, or maybe this is about you having more than one person, even though you want love. Maybe you want to be booed up, but you're booed up with a few. So for how you feel, what are you doing? Taking a new direction. Definitely fighting with your shadow side, seeing some things maybe for what they are that's going on around you, but kind of deciding to take the high road, like to be the adult in the situation, understanding that you're in a situation that needs to end. You're done with this. Like you're laying your sword down. You're like, this has got to change. Like this is too much. You know, you've been trying to move forward for so long, but you have so much negative shit following directly behind you, and you're done with it. Be quiet. How the other person feels is like that you're really stuck in your ways. That is your way or the highway. You're never really going to change, but at the same time, you do hold this kind of respect, like they do respect you for who you are and what you've been in their life, but they don't know what to choose either. They don't think that you're going to choose them, because they always see you as someone who's never really made a choice, someone who has been like constantly in your head trying to think about things. They want you to make a choice, you know, to cut some bullshit out of your life maybe, because this person wants love. This person wants to you know, make a decision about which way to go. It's like they can either walk away, or they can like decide how to come together with you. And someone needs to heal. Someone needs to apologize. I think that you might be having some issues with your marriage. There might be some issues with a family situation that's no longer happy, or no longer keeping anyone happy, and it's throwing your energy off completely. And you're just like, you're not ready for something, and you're just like, you're dealing with a lot of bullshit that's affecting your, like, a lot of parts of your life. And I don't really know if you know what direction that you want to go, but you're in the ties with some people in your life that aren't good for you. Fuck you, YouTube. Feel? How does the other person feel, and what brings them together? Libra wants love too. Shit. Libra needs love too. A fire. Like you want them to make a goddamn decision already. because you can't move on from them and they can't move on from you. So what's the problem, you know? Someone's really stressed out. This person might be stressed out. I think that their emotions, like, they don't really know how to feel, because it's like they lost something in their life and they're so depressed over this still on their back. This could be your energy. It's throwing your energy in a reverse where it's like you're just, you don't know what you want. It's like you don't want somebody on you. You don't want an insecure, emotionally immature when it comes down to actually talking about it, or you're dealing with somebody who's insecure. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody you shouldn't be dealing with, okay? This person hasn't made a decision and they haven't came into your life. They, maybe they owe you but themselves, so they're trying to defend themselves because of whatever reason. They got some people they're dealing with. You have reverse. Maybe they're not talking to you. Person, they're stuck literally, and they have like nothing going for them. Like everything's going bad right now. They need to kind of life, and they aren't, and they're not really. They got a lot of. You guys have done this. You know, maybe it was something you wanted at one time. You knew that what this person was into. You knew what they were involved in, and you had some clarity about it. You know that maybe they're a little bit fucked up for a reason. It's tweaking. I don't like it. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody who is really mentally unstable, and you're so afraid to let it go because you're like, this is what you're used to. You guys are gonna be moving, but first they need you understand that someone you're dealing with is in an abusive situation, and they are fighting themselves or this other person so much, but it's like they, no matter what they do, they can't get out of this fucking situation with this person. And they've been trying. They just like, they're almost like giving up because they don't know what else to do to get the fuck. It's time for you guys to kind of make a head over heart decision. How long are you going to put up with this? How long are you going to wait with someone who's not even communicating with you right now? Yeah, you want the truth. Yeah, you want this, but a fantasy. You want this, like you know that you know what this could be, but someone's been very in and out of your life.